Back to the show. We're just hanging out with the dogs
That's
here
right.
today.
That's right.
It's Summit County, you know.
It certainly is.
Good morning, Chris. How are you?
I'm great, Tessa. Thank you.
This is Chris from the Lake Dillon Theater Company, and we're just hanging out here talking about all things Lake Dillon. What's going on? Tell us a little bit at first about just the theater in general.
Well, we are the Lake Dillon Theater Company. We've been around for 21 years. This is our 21st season. We celebrated, obviously, our 20th last year with a really bang-up season of almost 260 nights and days of programming. So it was a really busy year.
Yeah, absolutely.
This year we're pulling back just a little bit because we've got a lot of exciting things on the horizon, and we're trying to make some time for some of that. But we are nestled right in beautiful downtown Dillon, and have been there for 21 years, and we're Colorado's most intimate professional theater. It is.
It's a really unique experience, definitely, over there at the theater, because you're part of the show a little bit more as the audience member.
Yeah, you know, one of our sayings is to our new patrons that come to the theater when they call on the phone and say, hey, I'd like a seat on the, fourth or fifth row, and we just laugh at them because the most we ever have is 4 rows, and that's in a certain configuration. But we tell them, look, you're never more than 12 feet from the action.
Absolutely, and which I love that. It draws you in. It makes you part of the story a little bit.
It really does, and sometimes when we're doing something that may be a little bit more provocative or a little more dramatic, it actually makes the audience a little uncomfortable as well, which is great.
Which is good, yeah.
Because they feel like they're peering into the lives of the people on stage, and it makes them uncomfortable, but I think that's good.
I think so too. It's something that you're not going to find just anywhere else. And what's also pretty unique is I just realized that you guys change the configuration every show. So it's something you're going to be sitting, and it's a new set every time you go in there for the show, right?
Yeah, so more than likely when you walk into our theater, it's going to be a different configuration for each show. And it's called a black box or a flex space. There are about 5 configurations that we use quite regularly.
Okay.
And the one you're seeing now is our thrust, so the audience is on all 3 sides.
Great.
That also is our largest configuration for audience size.
Okay.
So we can seat up to 70 in that configuration.
Yeah, and you can fit a lot into that space as well.
Yeah, 70 is about our max per fire code, but
always got to apply to those. And so, what are we looking at this season coming up?
You know, we have a really great season lined up. It's we're calling it Familiar Faces and Interesting Characters.
Great, I love that.
Because all of the shows have either a familiar face or recognition, or is an interesting character that you may or may not know. So we're starting with Freud's Last Session, which is an imaginative conversation between C.S. Lewis and Sigmund Freud.
Yes, it sounds so interesting too.
It really is quite fascinating, and really quite funny too, because they both kind of go at it with their wit a little bit. And then in June, a show that I'm really excited about. It's a Colorado premiere. And it's called Gutenberg the Musical.
Oh, wow.
And it's a really funny satire of Gutenberg, Johann Gutenberg, the inventor of the printing press.
Interesting.
You're like, well, why does that even make an interesting musical? Well, these 2 guys get together and they write a musical about Gutenberg and his life. And they are putting it on for an audience of producers and presenters.
Oh, okay, so a show within a show a little bit.
Yeah, and they're playing all the characters. Yes. And they play like 50 characters.
I love that.
And it's very, very funny. One of the funniest things I've ever read and listened to.
Oh, great. How exciting. And that's coming up when?
That'll be in June. In June 5th, I believe, is when that opens.
Okay, great.
And then the show we're most excited about is our summer musical called La Cage aux Folles.
Great.
It's a musical that has won so many Tony Awards and was a movie about 15 years ago.
Is that the Birdcage? Is that right?
The Birdcage, yeah.
I thought so. Awesome. Well, a hilarious movie.
Yeah, now the Birdcage is the non-musical version.
Got it.
La Cage is the musical version of the French play. And we're super excited about that show, especially in our space, because we're actually going to turn the entire theater into the drag club, La Cage aux Folles.
That's amazing.
And so when you walk into the lobby and you walk into the theater, you're going to be encompassed. So the audience is going to actually feel like they're sitting in the club watching that go on.
I definitely don't want to miss that. And so where can people find out more information, maybe buy some tickets? or
Best
look
place
ahead?
is always to go online to lakedillontheater.org. You can pull up the show, you can pull up the information, you can pull up the seating chart, pick your seats, and then your
Awesome.
tickets are emailed right to you.
And you can find out all details. And there, you guys have so much going on. It's not just about the shows you have going on upcoming, but you're always doing stuff over there.
We have a music series. We do the Sunset at the Summit free concert series on Saturday nights in the summer at the amphitheater. We have a cabaret series that we'll do anywhere from 5 to 10 different cabarets throughout the year as well. So plus our educational programming. So
a lot of stuff. And one last thing I want to touch on is the Broadway at the Summit.
yeah, that's our biggest fundraiser. We've been doing that thing for 14 years now.
Oh, wow now.
It's called Broadway at the Summit because historically we would bring in a Broadway performer. We've had Tony nominees and Tony winners. And we've always done it at the Silverthorne Pavilion. We love our partners over there in Silverthorne at the Pavilion. And but this year we're doing something a little different. We're bringing back some of our favorite male performers.
Awesome.
Last year we did the female.
So you get to see the male side of it this
That's
year.
right. This year is a little more testosterone on stage, and it's really exciting because it's 5 of our favorite performers coming back to do a concert. So
fantastic, awesome, and it's just there's so much talent there and passion. It's a really great intimate theater, and you have to check it out for yourself. There's no really other way to describe it.
Just you got to walk in and experience it.
Yeah.
So
awesome. Again, so it's lakedillontheater.org, right? All right. Thank you, Chris, for coming in.
You bet.
That's about to do it for our Tuesday edition of Summit Sunrise. Thank you so much for watching today. Again, congratulations to Grant for winning that Watch Win prize over at Traverse. And I hope you all have a fantastic Tuesday. We will see you back here tomorrow morning on Summit Sunrise. Have a great day.